Sziasztok, én itt ismét Dóri vagyok, ez pedig itt a Game Addiction csatorna. Az utalós küldetésünk fantasztikus színvilága és minden egyéb után menjünk és keressük meg Poseidont. Én már be is lőttem szépen itt a küldetés helyszínét, úgyhogy induljunk is neki mielőbb, ha már ennyit kellett rá várjunk. Lesznek itt felfedezni való épületek is.
Save the extra stock for later. Water's pouring out of that building. Poseidon's doing? I better check it out. Someone's been through here.
Na, sikerült elsőre eltalálni az épületet? De ügyesek vagyunk.
Camping here. Looks like there's something.
I almost had him. I was so close.
Ennyi vassal vízbe merülni?
Not to the embers. Morlin, it's over.
Well, not for me, it's not.
Then you're going to die alone because we're not sticking around to fish out the corpse. We're through.
So the visionary's fate hung in the balance. Would he choose life or succumb to deadly delusion?
Költő kalapáccsal.
Hello. So, there's an ancient city under the sand, but it's flooded.
Suddenly a Norse spear maiden appeared.
Yeah, okay. Well, you're not typical Delvers. That's for sure. What's this?
More, but, well, never scraped up the shards. What he really wanted to do was use the embers to put on a show. One unlike the world has ever seen.
Sounds like quite a guy.
He was a true Delver, and a true showman. And I miss him. But I will do him proud. I will gather the embers and put on a spectacle that would have amazed even him. With your help, of course.
So what exactly happened down there?
It was a delve like no other. A chance to follow my old Gram's footsteps. Beneath this structure here is an enormous hollow, a dome protected from the sands. We built this elevator here to ensure easy egress and exit. It's quite a contraption, actually, and not so easy that...
Right, again. What happened?
At the bottom, we beheld the treasure my Gramps first discovered. Painted images in the air of every description. Dancing women, games and coins and promises of jackpots. I don't know what that is, but it's gotta be good. But then, something went wrong. The images turned nautical. Waves went through them, even fish. It's like a strange underwater dream.
Poseidon's dream.
Yes. Well, suddenly there was this terrible rushing sound, and then an explosion of water erupted from the floor.
Poseidon egy kicsit rossz lelki állapotban lehet.
So water just shot up from the floor and filled the place up?
It was a raging flood unlike anything I've seen. We ran like forge fire and barely made it up the elevator as a wave just crashed beneath us. Shaken, but not stirred, I built the diving bubbles Mark I and Mark II. I tried the descent in each, but I nearly drowned both times. Abaddon's beside himself. He thinks I'm insane. But I can't give up now. I've come too far. And the embers are just barely within my reach.
Well, maybe I can help.
Yeah. Maybe you can.
You guys don't seem like average delvers.
We're not really delvers at all. We're showmen.
Like, performers?
You're Nora, and thus unfamiliar with the arts. We stage spectacles all around the claim. Stemmer tells stories, which I augment with all manner of sounds and fireworks, and Abaddon, he, well...
Complains?
He handles the money, which amounts to about the same thing. When we delve, it's to find gear for my theatrics. Which makes this delve the most important one of all.
How deep is it? Can't I just swim down?
Only if you have gills. You can stack 50 kegs in that shaft.
Leave it to the Osseram to measure something in kegs.
Talking liquid depths, I'd say it's apt.
Apt or not, sounds too deep to hold my breath.
Hence, our new invention.
Könnyek tornya.
Probably get a guest list of 50. So we need at least 3 dozen kegs. Brown ale, maybe. No. For him, scrapper sap.
Rosta pálinka.
Are you planning a party?
Budgeting for Moreland's funeral. Thanks to you. I was this close.
Pozitív vagy, az a lényeg.
We were gonna move on. Leave all this nonsense behind, and you come along and you spark your wet noodle idea.
It's going to work.
I've heard that before.
So, how does someone like you end up working for someone like Moreland?
I work with Moreland. We got 3 equal claims in this venture. I saw one of his early shows. Back when it was just him and his inventions. Works of flame, lights, and shadows, all kinds of gizmos. Never seen the like. But the man is all spectacle. No sense. Bleeds shards like you get the idea. Without me to handle the finances, his dreams would be sunk. More sunk. Wish we were back in the claim. Plenty of normal shows to do without the salvage from this blasted place.
And yet, you're here, in the middle of the desert, delving for his dream.
It was a good one. But sometimes, a dream has to die.
This dream of Moreland's.
Is going to get him killed.
Let's say it doesn't. What happens after he gets the salvage down there?
Then we put on the greatest show the world's ever seen. We'll have
Megér még egy
Special
próbát.
seating, premium ale, the works. Moreland will do his light spectacle thing, and Stemmer will get their eyes a-sparkling with his tales, and I'll be selling tickets.
Ez a te álmod
It's a
is.
nice thought.
Nem csak az övé. Most elárultad magad.
I'll leave you alone.
Do us a favor. Leave us all alone.
Leszel te még nagyon hálás.
Need something else, friend?
I've got everything I need to build the
The incredible diving mask.
I think diving mask is enough.
I won't quibble.
Nagyon bírom ezt a csávót, ez szerintem színpadon született. Igazi művészlélek.
Whoa. There's a marvel. If it works, you'll let me try it? I want to get down there and get those embers.
Assuming I don't drown.
So what are you really looking for down there?
It's hard to explain. Something that caused a malfunction in the apparatus that controls the old city. I think it started the flood.
Well, I thought we started the flood. Like we sprung a trap. I don't know how we were detected. Like I said, the dancing lights around us changed, turned to sea life. There was this flash of red, and the roar of water surging in.
Wait, a flash of red?
A red light from a spot near the grate on the floor where the water burst through. It was like a beacon.
Or a warning. Thanks. That might help.
I hope it does. And good luck down there.
Okay, time to see if this thing works. Shake off this wet.
The parched desert air made the old wordsmith long for a draft of Main Spring.
For once, I agree with you.
I wonder if it still works.
Ennyi?
I wonder what it's like down there, huh? A city encased in water.
Encased. More like entombed.
Every once in a great while, Shard Counter stumbled on to
Well,
a genuinely
This is
poetic.
as far as it goes. So far, so good. I can actually breathe down here. Diving mask seems to be holding up. I've never been able to swim this deep before.
Ez csodaszép.
It looks like we're right. Poseidon's down here, somewhere. Gotta find where it's hiding.
Wow! Megtaláltuk Nessit. Jézusom.
Be careful. This place is massive. And all of it's encased in a dome.
És hova tudok elbújni ezzel a szép kis úszógép alól?
That must be the red light that Merlin saw when the water rushed in.
Aha.
Door on the other side. Poseidon is there. I don't think I can get to it without the machine spotting me. I gotta find a way to open it first. I should take a look at that red light I saw earlier. If it was a warning, it's part of some kind of alarm system.
Alert. Critical flooding detected. Automatic drainage controls offline. To execute an emergency purge, manual reset of primary and secondary pump nodes is required. The purge can then be triggered at the pump maintenance station.
If I do this purge and drain all the water, I can fight that big machine on dry ground. Looks like I have to reset a couple of pump nodes first. According to the map, there should be an access point for the first node south of here. machines down here.
Na, de jó.
Zoom around them. Stick to cover. There's the access point. Should lead me to the pump node. There must be a whole network of these tunnels down here. Water lines for an entire city. I can't reach the ledge from here. Maybe there's something I can climb to get out. One node down. Better swim back up and find the access point for the second node.
Most akkor nem megyünk, Aloy?
According to the map, the second node should be on the other side of the dome.
Ajaj.
Could use acid against it. point. Should get me to the second node. I won't budge. Maybe that debris is weighing it down. Let's see if that helped. Okay, I've taken
Na.
care of both nodes.
Elég
Now we just
ügyesek
need to
vagyunk.
activate the emergency power to the maintenance station. Everything's sticking. On this heat. According to the map, the maintenance station should be at the south end of the dome. Looks like it's strong against shock damage.
Nézd ki. Szóval, itt van.
console I found earlier. That might be the maintenance station. But how to get in? Looks like part of this building collapsed. There might be a way in. Okay, let's see where this leads.
Klassz.
I think I'm in the maintenance station now. I just gotta find a console to activate the emergency purge. This looks promising. There should be a console in here. There. Time to dry this place out.
Víz alatti kraftolás. Na.
That did it!
Na.
Okay. Now I can deal with that machine guarding the door on the other end of the dome.
Ez az egész küldetés egy káprázat. Szóhoz sem tudok jutni, hogy mennyire fantasztikus és izgalmas.
Poseidon.
Na de lássuk ezeket a gépeket.
At least the purge didn't get rid of all of the water. Not gonna do much harm with purge water ammo.
Szerencsétlen gépek meg csak pislognak, hogy eltűnt körülöttük az óceán.
Purge left these machines behind. Could sneak by them. Deal with a big one first.
Ezzel az éjjel csak csiklandozom. Olyan bújócskázunk, kukucs? Mindenből ki vagyunk fogyva? Addig könnyű volt.
Where did that machine go?
Aloy! It's a miracle!
Was this you? Did you lower the waters?
Yeah, but there's a new problem. That thing's in our way.
The scrappy band of adventurers beheld the
beast. They knew what they had to do.
What? Are you crazy? Hush now. She saved our Delph.
Okay then. Stay up here and start firing when I engage.
Wow!
Places, fellas. Get to that overhang.
Purge water won't do me any favors here. Okay, better.
Ez itt most nem lesz jó az a fegyver. Ügyesek vagyunk.
Come on, gentlemen, get a move on.
Így, hogy a hasonlat voltunk, nem tudott minket eltalálni a vízágyújával.
What a gift for a cool breeze.
Everyone okay?
Poseidon should be somewhere beyond the storm. Bring it home. Okay. Poseidon should be hiding in some kind of processor. I need to find a console to gain access to it. There. I should be able to use that console. I'm here to bring you home, Poseidon. To Gaia. Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master override activated. Restoring Poseidon's subordinate function to original code.
Okay. Gotta bring this back to Gaia.
System reboot initiated.
Looks like taking Poseidon triggered a restart of the city's power system. Roland and crew must have headed back up. Probably in those like terror.
Viva Las Vegas. Hoppá. Ezért jött ide.
Looks like that elevator I found earlier. Maybe I can catch a ride instead of climbing back up.
I like this one.
Eljön. Ez itt a pusztadal melletti felmérő drónnak volt a területe.
Good choice.
I'm back, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. What would you like to discuss?
So, I guess Beta's here to stay. I gave her a focus. Told her to talk to you to see if she can help. She's not what I expected.
What were you expecting?
I don't know. Someone more helpful, I guess. And less pessimistic.
It is true, she overestimated our progress. However, it is also worth noting that her confidence in your abilities emboldened her to escape the Zeniths.
I guess so.
Give her time. She may yet come around.
How's Catalo doing?
I have detected that the loss of his arm still deeply pains him.
Egy ekkora harcosnak nem is csoda.
I have discussed a potential solution with him. I believe he will want to fill you in on the details.
A solution? I'll check in with him when I can, then. How are things around here?
Zoe has been studying the morphology of her land gods in an effort to understand their sickness. Without the abilities of Hephaestus, I am unfortunately unable to correct their programming. However, due to Zoe's perseverance, we may have a workaround.
Yeah, she filled me in. It sounds promising. Varl and Zoe seem to like spending time together.
Indeed. While studying Old World data, Zoe discovered references to a dietary lifestyle known as vegetarianism. She appreciated the similarities with Utaru practices and encouraged Varl to try out this lifestyle.
And how did that go?
I believe they have agreed to disagree.
Az már jó kiinduló pont.
How's Erend handling things?
He is becoming increasingly accustomed to use of the focus after an initial incident.
What did he do?
Nem is ő lenne.
He unfortunately crushed his first focus as he attempted to affix it to his temple. Amongst a number of Oseram curses, I believe he also blamed the focus for being dainty. He has given repeated assurances that it will not happen again.
Well, good thing we have a lot of extras, I guess. I'll be on my way.
I wish you safe travels.
Just glide in.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup.
Hi! Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
She found that recording from the data on your focus. She's been watching it a lot. I think it helps calm her.
Ez volt az első.
You know, I used to watch this a lot too. Whenever I wanted to take my mind off things.
Daddy sure does love his little big...
But there's something you need to tell me?
While you were gone, I came down here to check on her. Then we started talking. Right, Beta? She's been thinking about how to capture Hephaestus, studying the data Gaia gave her. but we started talking about some other stuff. You know, just getting to know each other, right? And then she told me that one of the Zeniths might be different from the others.
Tilda. You saw her at the Hades Proving Lab.
Go on.
On the way to Earth, the Zeniths never showed their faces. My servitor caretaker referred to them as my benefactors, and promised I'd meet them someday, when I had learned enough. And then, one day, a data channel opened in my training interface. In it, Tilda was waiting for me, in a virtual replica of a house on a cliff, overlooking the ocean. It was beautiful. She showed me paintings, books, media files. We met there in secret many times. But a few months later, it stopped.
Can you tell us why, Beta?
I found some data about Tilda at the Hades Proving Lab. I think she was the liaison between Far Zenith and Zero Dawn. She knew Elizabeth Sobek, that's for sure.
Maybe that's why she reached out to you?
What else can you tell us about Tilda? She liked to talk about her paintings. What about herself? Did she ever talk about her life on Earth, how she joined the Zeniths, something like that? She never said much about herself, and she hated it when I asked too many questions. But I think, back on Earth, she was an expert programmer, given that she built a data channel the other Zeniths couldn't detect. Is there anything else about her that we might be able to use to our advantage? She was the first real person who ever bothered to speak to me. I wasn't really assessing her for strengths and weaknesses. You said that Tilda reached out to you using a data channel? It appeared in my training interface as another assignment. When I opened it, there were a series of intermittent glitches. I realized they formed a transpositional cipher. Instructions on how to open up a new virtual space. When I entered it, my training interface disappeared. Instead of the usual holographic teachers and files, I was in a perfect recreation of her home. And you're sure the other Zeniths never knew about it? To them, it looked like I was still in training. Toiling away. Alone. So this secret virtual space looked like a house with an ocean view? I could see whitecaps and hear waves crashing on rocks below. And there were gulls crying outside. Inside, Tilda had frames that showed off her favorite paintings, changing at intervals to match the light. There was an armchair she liked. She'd sit there and gaze outside while I looked through her things. We spent hours in that house. I never wanted to leave. You said Tilda showed you paintings and let you access media files? Every time we met, she showed me a new painting. I think she was Dutch. All of her favorite pieces were from their golden age in the 1600s. Portraits, allegories, ships at sea. She had so many. That didn't interest you? I liked her media portal. It had so much more than my training interface. Clips, shows, holos. My favorite was this one called Second Time Around, about a family whose kid comes back after disappearing during the Hot Zone crisis. Right, but did this portal have anything about the Zeniths themselves? Anything we could use? No. Any information about them was redacted. So Tilda set up a secret virtual space where she could talk to you, a house on a cliff. Then later, she cut you off. But other than the fact that Tilda knew Elizabeth, you don't know why she did those things?
I don't! Okay? I thought of every possible reason that would make her leave, but whatever I did wrong, I don't know what it is.
When I finally met the others, she ignored me. Acted like the data channel never existed. None of this even matters. Tilda's the same as the others. It won't help us defeat them. Okay. Let's leave it at that then.
What's wrong?
I'm trying, Laurel. But she is tough to take. I'm
Túl
out there
kemény
in the
vagy vele.
wilds, risking my life every day, and all she can do is hide in there and tell us how hopeless it all is. I'm sorry, she's had a rough time, but she is really not helping right now.
You always seem to be on top of everything, so I sometimes forget about what you've been through. I mean, it wasn't that long ago you were so banged up you couldn't even walk. About that. When I pulled you out of the water back near the proving lab, you were muttering Rost's name. You never talk about him. But he raised you, trained you. You must miss him a lot.
Of course I do. But I don't have time to think about that now. I need to get back out there.
Okay. I'll keep working with Beta. Gaia says she knows a lot about Zero Dawn. And maybe she just needs some time to adjust, and then she can help us with Hephaestus.
Sure. But I won't hold my breath. It's you. Hey, I just, wanted to see how you're doing.
I'm fine.
And look, about earlier,
Forget it. Was there anything else?
so have you been able to make use of your expertise?
I guess so. Gaia transferred a lot of data on Hephaestus to study.
And? Any insights?
It looks like it's been modifying its code, increasing in size and complexity over the years. There's a lot to analyze still.
Okay, well... keep at it, I guess. So have you been upstairs at all?
Not really. Varl sometimes comes down here to talk. He keeps asking if I'm okay. I thought he only wanted to know about my productivity, but... it's almost like he actually wants to talk to me.
Yeah, I think he does. Have you talked with anyone else in the base?
I speak with Gaia. She asked me how I'm feeling and my opinion on various topics. I didn't expect that from an AI.
That's all thanks to Elizabeth. She believed Gaia had to care, not just follow her programming orders.
I know. Independent emotional processing enabled the previous version of Gaia to create you, after all.
Yeah. I guess so. That's enough for now.
Good.
I'm telling you, the old ones put blades on their feet and...
Dance on ice.
That doesn't sound safe.
Does sound fun, though.
Stars can also be sun.
Oh, looks like I can open that door now. Gaia, what was this room for?
This was intended to be a recreational room for control center operatives. I have repurposed the displays to track Regala's activity in the region.
According to this console, there are still thousands of plant samples stored deep below the facility. I could ask Gaia about them the next time I talk to her. There's a lot of equipment in here. Gaia, what was all this for?
This room was designed for management of the facility's vast seed banks. From here, control center operatives would have monitored new crop rotations into the automated farmlands, now known as Plainsong.
I see. This is the rite of passage that Vashav gave me at the embassy. I liked him. He seemed like a good man. I think he was really looking forward to going home.
Jól jött volna a csapatba is.
My old spear. Rust helped me make it. When I finished my training. Feels like so long ago now. Looks like someone's put some of my stuff in here.
Aloy, I see you found your room. Your companions thought you would appreciate a private space of your own.
That was thoughtful of them.
Az ó volt a designer, úgy látom.
I've been carrying Elizabeth's pendant with me for months. But since we're gonna stay a while, I think I'll keep it here, where it'll be safe.
Anybody seen one of my machines?
Where'd Katalo go?
Jó, srácok, ennyi volt már a Poseidon küldetést, ezt így szépen le is zártuk. Nagyon-nagyon tetszett ez az egész tengeri látvány, ez frenetikusan jól volt megcsinálva. Poseidon igazi művész, hogyha úgy tetszik nekünk, beillett Las Vegasba. Ez is egy rendkívül kreatív dolog volt, ez Las Vegas-t újraélesztjük című történet, ez egy repülőt a sárkány. Nem tudom, hogy vagytok vele, nekem rögtön Gandalf jutott eszembe. És lett ugye egy új eszközünk, amivel végre nem fulladunk meg fél pillanat után a víz alatt, tehát hogy az erszényfejlesztéshez szükséges sügérbőr, ami most jelenleg a lehetetlen kategória volt eddig lehalászni, az most gyerekjáték lesz, illetve vannak mélytengeri árkaink, ugye barlangok, ahova be lehet most már menni felfedezgetni, illetve gyűjtögetni ott a dolgokat. Úgyhogy várlak titeket legközelebb is ide, akkor Dimitert fogjuk összeszedni, és visszajuttatni Gájához. Nem nagyon van mit mondani erről a mai küldetésem, ez annyira kerek egész volt, annyira tökéletesen volt megcsinálva az egész. Remélem, hogy Bétával majd egy kicsit sikerül Aloynak jobban összebarátkozni, azért ne felejtsük el, hogy ő is beszél magáról, ahogy tanult, ahogy fejlődött. ő embert nem látott élőt, mielőtt leszálltak volna ide a földre, ő így nőtt fel egy steril környezetben, hogy csak tanult, megtanult. Tehát ő egy eszköz, amit kiképeztek, felfejlesztettek, magyarán mondva, mire ideéltek a földre. Soha egy perc szeretetet, egy őszinte mosolyt, egy gondoskodást, egy simogatást nem kapott. Nem csoda, hogy most szegény teljesen össze van zavarodva ebben a világban. Remélem, hogy majd azért ebből ki tud törni. Ami Aloy, az ott van benne is. Biztos vagyok benne, hogy itt Arundel várral, Zoe-val, ők azért nagyon jó fejek. Biztos vagyok benne, hogy előbb-utóbb fejlődni fog neki a személyisége, mert a tudása az max, az látszik, a személyisége még teljes zavar, szegény. Úgyhogy reméljük, hogy ez majd alakul a jövőben. Na, de hogy ezt kiderítsük, tartsatok velem továbbra is így a Forbidden Westen keresztül. Szeretném sűrűbben felrakni a videókat, úgyhogy hetente egyszer, egynél többször fogok feltölteni, 2 tervezek minimum. Ugye ezek mindig ilyen 1,5 órás videók, úgyhogy menni fog a tartalom. Tartsatok velem legközelebb is, köszönöm, hogy itt voltatok. Sziasztok!